yenna eri mu kakiiko k'ekyama oyo naye tumutwala ng'omulwanyi. Ne twongerako waliwo abavubuka abatonotono abayingira mu milisiya gye bayitanga milisiya, abo nabo ne tubateeka mu kiti ekyo. Ne twongerako n'abawagizi abalala abali bamanyiddwa nti abo bonna be bamusookerako okubawa ebyokukozesa. Oluvannyuma lw'emyaka ebiri ne banyanjula nti bona amaka gonna tugagabidde ag'abalwanyi. Kale owa bwino ajje wano kubanga omulwanyi wa musale bwatyo bwe yangamba nabano babyuma bano temutya wabeyo omuntu kati tuli ku kyoto ky'abalwanyi. Jangu wano omusajja omukulu babiri bokka amaka g'abalwanyi agasubwa ge babuuka njagalayo ka bwino.
Mzee wa mzee Kakwaya tebazimbangayo nnyumba.
Wa?
Mzee Kakwaya, Elifas Kakwaya.
Kakwaya?
Ye.
Kakwaya muntu waffe ddala.
Tebazimbangayo nnyumba. Ewa mzee Kakwaya. Tebalina kye baali bakoze tebazimbangayo nnyumba.
Tebabagabira?
They have never built a house there.
Ebyenyumba birala naye okubagabira emmwanyi.
Tewali kye baali batuwaddeyo.
Tebabaweereza mmwanyi?
Nedda.
Kakwaya?
Yes.
Kale oyo bwino tumuwandiise.
Afande nze nali Matugga nzijukira bulungi ewa Kyobe. Nze Mutebi Nakibinge. Naye nga ennyumba ya mugenzi nyumba ya Muwanga Yoram.
Yes.
Eyo okuva ku buyambi bwoweerezaayo teyaddayo kufuna buyambi bulala.
Tebafunanga?
Semakula emigadde teyaddayo kufuna, teyafuna kantu.
Semakula mbadde munoonya naye abalala?
Nange Mutebi Nakibinge eyakusomberanga ebintu ku Wirubaru ningenda nensipayinga ne tanka ze najje Masaka eyange gye najjayo ne bagigaana.
Omuserikale alabirira Matuga yani?
Simanyi ne batujjuza ne foomu mukama wange sente tebazituwa.
Kayongo?
N'ennyumba mukama wange nnyingi nnyo eziri awo kuba tulina budde.
Abataafuna biri ebyokukozesa? Abataafuna ebyokukozesa byokutandikisa?
Byakukozesa definitely abataafunira ddala.
Kale kampandiike
Mutebi Nakibinge.
Omwana wa Kakwaya jangu wano, nawe jangu wano. Halo nze? Halo
Sebo. Sebo, His Excellency the President, nze ndi muwala wa late Hindia Mpuuga. Naye naffe tetwafuna ku bintu ebyo. Okuva eri emaddu Hindia Mpuuga.
Maddu kiyinza kuba tetugenda kati ow'emaddu naawe bakwandike naye ebyemaddu ebyo birala kubanga maddu tekyali mu ddwaniro kyali balibali ekyo kiyinza kulwawo come. Kati you go no kati ngenda kozesa bali abatono okufuna ekifaananyi tuula kati mwagala mwena okujja mbawandike kale mwena mujje muyimirire wali Sorry. Kale kati ekiri mu ddiiro kiri nti lindako ekiri mu ddiiro kiri nti abasirikale wansi wa Jerusalem baali bakugabira amaka g'abalwanyi bonna ab'ebiti biri byemenye if they had land, how do you say it in Uganda? Bweba balina ekibanja oba ettaka okubawa ebyokukozesa kati bano bagamba nti bo baasubwa so nga balina ebibanja naye bababuuka kati genda kubawandika bonna bwenamala olugendo ngenda kubayita nfune bwino kati bwe twamala ekyo muwulirize eno tulina okutambula
Listen.
bwe twamala ekyo Jenosere bwe yangamba nti abalwanyi tubamaze nengamba nti kale mutandike bali abalala abajja luvannyuma abatali naffe nabo mubagabire naye oluvannyuma nategeeramu ekizibu nambeemu ekizibu ekinategeera kyali ewange ekikandwa ekyekufu ekyebulemezi gali amaka gaffe omwenda abaatemulwa Bazili Okero ennaku z'omwezi 9 ogw'omukaaga nawulira nti beemulugunya naye mbayita nti mwemulugunya ki kubanga twasindika abasirikale babowe ebyokukozesa ne bagamba nti twatusobola kufuna ebyokukozesa kubanga nanyini ttaka yatugoba mu kibanja yatugoba mu bibanja nti nanyini ttaka yaani nti ye Kaddu omulwanyi munaffe Kaddu mbwe yagoba bali abalala abaafa na muganda we Lutamaguzi yabagoba ku bibanja kisoboka kitya kubanga ekyo twakiteeka mu mateeka nti ow'ekibanja talina kugobebwa kati olaba abo bo tebasobola kufuna bintu kubanga tebalina gye babitwala ekizibu kyavaawa obujeemu oba ab'amataka abaagana okuwuliriza ekiragiro ky'eggwanga kubanga twagamba nti ow'ettaka okyalina bwananyini naye togoba ab'ebibanja. Kati abantu ne bagobebwa mwe ne musirika ate bwe twava mu nsiko twabadiza obuyinza bwonna mwerondera abakulembeze abanaafuuka emizindaalo gyammwe. Omubaka wa paalamenti waali omusajja ne twongerako omukyala abo bonna bali eyo. LC3 owegombolera yemwe abamulonda. Twalina owegombolera wedda naye nze ku lw'okwekengalira mbagamba nti nedda abegombolera baanansangwawo bayinza butafa ku bantu baffe. Mwerondera abammwe, mwerondera LC3 ali eyo, mwerondera councillors abagenda ku district bali eyo. Kati abantu 9 abatemulwa Bazili Okero ne batuuka okugobebwa mu bibanja byabwe abo bonna basirise. Tewaliwo abalwanako. Kati awo olaba awo ekizibu nakyo kiri ku ludda lwammwe. Twabakwasa emundu naye okugikuba temumanyi kugikuba. Emundu y'akalulu y'obukulembeze obwo bunafu buli eno kubanga nze ndi wala. Olaba n'omusajja waffe sinabulya bawa Mama Richard yatweleza ekibira kyekufu. Nagenda kumusanga namusanga mu trading center mbu bamugoba mu kibanja. Ani yakugobamu? Yasinzira ku biragiro ki? Kubanga ebiragiro bya Uganda bitwayisa musemateeka tibikkiriza ow'ekibanja okugobebwa. Kati awo mulaba nammwe emundu mugirina naye temumanyi kugikuba. Ngenda kugikuba. naye ffe abaganda b'eruwero tulina olugero lwaffe olugamba nti ekitata muyima tekimumalako nte kasita enaremu ekyaliwo wadde mulina emundu naye temumanyi kuzikuba. Emundu muzituddeko omulabe n'abagoba mu bibanja nemusirika nemunyiigira Museveni ate Museveni ali ku mirimu mirala. Kubanga bwe nava wano nabalekera gavumenti eyammwe nimwerondera LC3 nimwerondera councillor nimwerondera LC5 chairman owa district nimuteekako omubaka nimuteekako omukyala abo bonna. Nze nengenda okulwana nekoonyi nengenda mu bakolomojo muwano bibalemye abawano abantu bakaaba kati nange nze kubanenya era Katonda nkoze bulungi okumpangaaza nenkomawo netuyomba nenyomba namwe kubanga namwe mukongora. Katonda ababeere katutambule.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Kati essomero lino luli bwe nayita wano nagamba nti kali akasomero ketwalwaniramu n'abayenere tukamenye tuzembe essomero ddala. Nsanyusa okulaba nti batandikako naye mulagidde ono Galabuzi n'owa ofiisi yange bagenda kuluzimbira ddala lufuuke ekyokulabirako. Kano ke batandikako kano ntobo butobo tugenda kwongerako emigoma eno ntobo tugenda kwongerako emigoma
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Banaye mukubireko ku bugalo. Your Excellency, I had forgotten another category. I had forgotten another category of people who are here. We have performing artists and musicians. Those of our nabo bamanyo huyo full figure naye wali. Ne kusasira n'abalala mwenna muyimirire bannange muzee abalabeko. Kas Your Excellency, noza tutambule kakati. First, hold on. You're in a camp. Before you're told to go, natebana badumira musigale nga mutudde. Afande Kasura, Brigadier Kasura, you're going to take us through the program and brief His Excellency.
Should I?
How we are going to move and how you organized the whole trek. Your Excellency, Brigadier Kasura.
Garamba, where the trek is officially supposed to start. His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the chief trekker, has just briefed the trekkers here and told them this very detailed and long history. This very long history of the war, and of course talked about a number of things, how the war was, the different campaigns that they had, the 4 special campaigns, and of course the various operations and the wars or battles that were actually fought to get to what we are seeing today. Well, we're now going to move over to Bokatira in Nakaseke district, and the distance from here to Bokatira, where we're going to again have another stop, is 30 kilometers, and we just told this might take us a number of hours because it has been estimated to make sure that we accommodate everybody as we trek and walk to that place. We will walk for between 4 to 5 hours for every kilometer. So that means the next stopover at Bokatira in Nakaseke district will be at about the estimate is between 1 and 4 o'clock is when we'll actually get there. Now lots of things are going to happen there, and of course everybody has been briefed on how it's going to be, and the movement is not going to be in just unison, but people have been grouped into regiments of companies, what they call the COIs, and of course the platoons, and this is how they're going to move differently to make sure that they get to that place. Now very simple instructions that have been given to all the trekkers here, that when they get to or to walking, and of course anybody gets a problem on the way, they've just been given very simple instructions. If you feel tired, just sit on the roadside. Don't stray from your group. Just sit, because every other group is led by a major and deputized by a captain. There is a major and a captain, who are leading the different groups and the platoons as the categories have been laid out. Now here is what's going to happen is when we leave, of course, His Excellency the President, as the chief trekker, will move ahead of everybody, and of course the others will keep coming. But you'll notice that amongst us here, there are very frail people. There are those who are old, the young, the weak. They've catered for all these, and for those actually who want to be part of this but cannot really walk, there will be ambulances and different cars, of course, that will take them ahead of everybody to Bokatira. But all the trekkers who are going to walk with the president are expected to get to Bokatira by maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or 4 o'clock, depending on the speed that we actually involve, and depending on how we actually walk to get there. But it's just going to be some interesting experience. It's just very memorable for the soldiers who are here, the president himself, and a number of the soldiers here who remember what was in this particular place. To the rest of us, to others, it's just adventure. The others, it's just a learning expedition, and here is where we are now. As we can speak now, His Excellency the President is now on the move, and I can now just guarantee you that the Africa Kwetu Trek, a greater sacrifice that everybody has been waiting for, starts now, and the next stopover will be at Bokatira after another. 30 kilometers from here. Then, of course, we will let you know later in the evening what happens and what comes on next. But just a word from Chisanja. Yes, Ndugu Chisanja.
Yes, please. Welcome here to Garamba, where the president had a base, where he launched his struggles, and we are here to memorize of what happened, to see the path these leaders went through, and we are going to pass through the jungles, the mountains, and then we also taste.
Are you strong enough to walk up to Bokatira?
I'm very strong, and I know I'll complete the journey.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we want to thank you so much. Myself, I am spiritually, emotionally, and physically prepared to actually walk the next 30 kilometers to Bokatira. Then we'll tell you the story when we get to Bokatira. Welcome and thank you so much for being part of the broadcast here at Garamba, St. Edwards in Wakiso district, where the president has launched the Africa Kwetu Trek for this year.
Well, that is Jagenda Semakula in Garamba, where the walk has commenced right now, and that was His Excellency speaking to people who are going to be moving with him, the trekkers there all the way where they're going to make their first stop. And of course, at every point, like we earlier told you, His Excellency addresses the trekkers, the public there, the well-wishers, because this walk, something slightly different from that happened 20 years back. This one is all involving. And of course, there are so many people that don't know what happened in these particular sites or even at that very site. So this is what His Excellency is doing. And like Jagenda said, there are so many groups of people, the elderly, the youth, commonly known as the Bazukuru, on this very memorable event as we honor both living and dead, the liberators of this country. Jordan, His Excellency gave a rich history of what happened at this particular site.
Yes.
Of course, very touching when he mentioned we lost some of us. And one thing that comes out, the memory of His Excellency, he can recall even the names of these people.
Who wouldn't recall something that he led?
He recalls the names, and some that were there, of course, airing out what they're going through and him addressing them. The issue of land is also one of the things that he also talked about.
Yes, like I told you, actually, I suspected well that in the discussions that he will have at every break, yes, he will relive the historical moments, but again, a lot of what is happening today will come up. And I think I suspected well. Yeah, you have seen people coming out about their land. We were not helped. We have not yet received what was promised to us. We have not done what. And he actually went ahead to tell people about land. You're not supposed to be just away from any part of this Uganda, of this country, because the laws don't allow that. The 1995 Constitution actually is what he quoted. Does not allow anyone to be chased away from any land, any piece of land or anywhere.
Illegally.
So, yes. But
most of the Vivanja that
he started with a memory kind of picture of what happened, how they started at Garamba, and why they started at Garamba. He even gave a picture of why they delayed. It took them a whole month to reach Birembo, where they are going today. And he gave the significance of Garamba because it was the starting point, the script. Like you people that do programs here, as you plan on a script. So the script started with Garamba as they went to Birembo. As you can see now, they are making queues queuing up to start moving to Bokatira, and that's where they will have their first break of the whole journey. Yes, so they're going to Bokatira, that's where they will stop, and they will have another kind of discussion where they will discuss more other issues. But as I've seen, you see sometimes the start of something tells how it will move and probably how it will end. When you look at the whole thing, the brief discussion, his speech alone attracted interjections of current problems. So I suspect more of that, because wherever they will go, they are children of the fighters, families of the fighters, and the fighters themselves who are not happy, who think they have an opportunity now to see him, and good enough he still remembers them, he can call them by name. Semakulo, you remember how he mentioned somebody. So it's going to be a real memorable kind of event.
Well, like we told you, UBC TV will be giving you all these events as they unfold. And of course, very importantly for everyone watching is to look at the relevance. We can't stop reminding the public why this walk. Why does the head of state and why is he walking a distance of about 195 kilometers?
The relevance is so broad and it's manifesting. You get more other things that we didn't even look at are coming out. You get, because now the old lady that came out and got the attention of the president, probably he last had the opportunity so many years ago, not even 20. You get, but when she came out, there is the one that came in a red Gomez.
The one that the president hugged.
You saw the excitement between the two. They must be friends, long time friends who met, and you get, so such things are going to manifest wherever. Every other point that he will reach, he's going to meet so many people of the kind. It will be so good for them and for him and the country as well. So that is one way to look at the relevance of this kind of work, because it's going to reawaken some relationships. You get, some people get opportunities of attention to their problems, saying things that they would not say at some levels, and the president will now have an opportunity of getting some information at the ground.
First-hand information.
Exactly, from the Chirabos in the villages there, who will tell him, get an opportunity to whisper to him, but to go back to Takan, things like that. So that is another way of
transparency, accountability,
at the relevance of this
those
work.
are some of the things we're looking
yes.
at. However, just remind you, this work is in honor of both
you talked about transparency. The president called for the soldier in charge of Matuga. I don't think that soldier is not in the part of this
Of
war.
course, we've seen some bit of panic. Some please, but these are all the benefits of this very work that we want to just remind you. The main objective, first and foremost, is to honor those, both the dead and the living, that sacrificed for the liberation of this country.
Yes.
And that is what we call the Bush War. We remember we lost so many people, but also today we celebrate the fruits of this struggle. This group, led by His Excellency, the well-wishers, the Bazukuru, some who are even Kadogos by then, that are participating in this work, for them, they are getting the memories, those that were part of this war, are remembering when we were here, what happened, what did we do. But as a country, also look at our past, to look at our present, and also this will determine a lot of coming in our future. So Mike Jordan, the youth that have been reading or did not read, this is something that
I don't want to ask you where you belong.
I belong to those that read.
Okay.
Yes, so much. Of course, there's one
you
common
accept
book.
for the good of the show.
No, I belong to because I must read. It is reading that puts food on my table. Okay. I think so. Yeah, I have to do that so much. But I'm also very passionate about, you know, the Bush War is more like a story.
Of course it is.
You know,
yes.
When you get some of
currently it is.
It's more like a story to many people, a very interesting story. And when the president was speaking to the people that had gathered there, and of course the country at large, because we're watching this, you would feel like he's telling a story. But now people are getting some truth that they could maybe not have gotten right, and others are now feeling an iota of what they went through. People walking, now you're walking, it is peaceful, you're protected, but these people are walking when they don't know, are we getting to where we are going? Walking when 3 were killed the previous night.
Many of them did not even, actually, like you heard him say, at Garamba, where they were just a few minutes ago, where they set off from, they had a camp where the UNLA came and attacked them. A number of them died there at that spot. And he said, we had to change and we went somewhere just there. You get me pointing somewhere. We had to shift our camp to somewhere else. So just like you said, many of them did not make it. But just to make a correction, the districts are not 7 that they're going to pass through. They are actually 8. Right now they have been in Wakiso. You get? They're going to go to Nakaseke. They will now move to Mitiana, Chiboga, Kasanda, Mubende, Kakumiro, and they will end up in Chibali. You get? So the achievements now, the other relevance of this work is now coming out to exhibit some of the achievements. You know that one of the advantages of decentralization is to bring closer services to the people. Yes. We have seen districts being brought back. I come from Kachiri. We were part of Mpiji. Mpigi was going up to Entebbe.
I come from Wakiso.
You get. Chireka, Kira, Namugongo was still Mpigi. You get. Now, that was too big. So, we now have Wakiso, where they have been currently. It was carved out of Mpigi. We have Nakaseke that was carved out of Luwero. You get? We now have Mitiana, it would be Mubende today. Chivoga would be Mubende today. So all those were clustered, and currently they're going to pass through a number of districts. But now, those places are not as they were in 1999. I don't think that is the case. There must be some improvement in the livelihoods, the way services are reaching the people. It may not be perfect, but at least the picture is not the one of 1999. So there are so many things that you can look at that are going to come out in this. By the end of the 6 days, you will see a number of things that will have come out. People are going to see what they have achieved. People are going to say what their challenges will have been since 1986, actually, not even 99. Yes. If Wakiso was Mpigi, if Galamba today was part of Mpigi, which is now as far as Gomba and Butambala, actually Mpigi was a whole country almost. Because
one of the largest districts.
Yes, because it had Wakiso. Today is Butambala, Gomba, and Mpigi itself. 4 big districts currently. So, if people are looking at all that, and services are reaching them, of course with all the challenges that have to be touched, that is a fact. But you cannot, it does not rule out the positive that comes with it.
Well, it is a day to look into Uganda's history, more so as we focus on the Bush War comrades, the liberators of this country, the freedom fighters, and this is a day of which we are honoring them, but also letting the youth, many who are not present, to educate them of Uganda's past. Because like we always say, and there is a saying that you can only move forward when you know your history, that will determine your present and your future. This is one of the biggest opportunities for people who are not there by then to get a feel of what happened, an iota of what happened by that time. But like we said, we are looking at history. We are going to be looking at a clip of His Excellency there explaining part of the process of the Bush War, and that was when they were in Nairobi there, and they had a meeting there, the decisions they took, and why we finally got to kicking off of the Bush War, and finally the peace we celebrate today.
Wenda umoja,